about this variant's ability to infect people who are vaccinated.
Yeah, and Jimmy, I want to be going to answer the question. It's an important question, but just really emphasizing what we said was for folks who are 65 and older or folks who have serious pre-existing conditions to be mindful about those optional events and think carefully about them. That was a very important qualifier there I want to put front and center. To your question about New Year's Eve, so we've been in touch with Times Square Alliance. We're going to make a decision before Christmas. We're certainly looking at the new challenge we're facing, but again, this is an all-vaccination event, and it is outdoors, and those are two very, very important favorable factors. We're also considering if there's other ways we could approach it, even with the current rules that could help to make it even stronger. So there's a discussion going on. We will have a final decision on what we can do ahead of Christmas for sure. And we're working very, very closely with the folks who sponsor the event to figure out what's the right way to proceed. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Just as a follow-up, I know there's been a focus of your administration as well as the state to revive the economy, to get people back to the office. Many employers are sort of telling people, go remote, stay remote. What is your response to that and to sort of businesses that are choosing that option at this point? Again, given what you just articulated about the ability of Omicron to spread through vaccination.
Look, first of all, Jimmy, I want to respect each business's own choice. Some believe that it is absolutely crucial to be in person. Some have decided to go remote or have stayed remote. I want to respect them all. What I recognize fully is this is going to be a temporary reality. I've been over this with our healthcare leadership, in great detail. We expect this to be a matter of weeks, and then we're going to see it start to dissipate. That's based on what we know now, but it will be a tough few weeks for sure, a challenging few weeks. So I think whatever an employer decides, I respect it. But to your underlying question about recovery, we will get through this, and then our recovery will resume full force. And the way to facilitate that recovery is vaccination, which is why I not only believe I'm doubling down on the vaccine mandates. We need them more than ever, and they are the way we're going to bring those jobs back. We're going to create a dynamic where people can come back to the office, and we can really revive our economy. We need them more than ever. They have proven to work every single time.
The next is Mara Gay from the New York Times.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. How are you?
Good, Mara. How you been?
Fine. Doing well, thanks. So many of the city test sites appear to be run at this point by private contractors. Many of the sites, I can say from firsthand experience and from others, do not appear to be sufficiently staffed. Many have also opened late, closed significantly early, or even at times shut down without warning for lunch. Folks online have been told, lengthening these wait times across the city. What is being done to supervise these sites, expand their capacity, and improve them?
Well, I appreciate that question a lot. And Mara, one of the things I've said, as we've done the briefings throughout the COVID era, is that you and your colleagues in the media have often raised to us things that need to be addressed, things that haven't been as clear to the command structure as we're dealing with this challenge. And anytime someone says, look, there's a gap in something we're doing, I say thank you for raising it so we can fix it. I certainly don't understand any site that closes for lunch. That makes no sense to me. I found that a little shocking right there. Now, how many it is that are having these problems, I want to get a clear answer from Dr. Long as best he knows. But more importantly, any place that's not opening on time, any place that's closing early, any place that's closing for lunch, that's not acceptable. And if they are working under a contract, they've got to do better. Or we got to replace them with another contractor because people need to get this testing. We are expanding the sites because we need more and more testing. So if some of the sites we have now are not doing their job, we have to hold them accountable. So, Dr. Long, what do you say to the specific examples that Mara raised?
Yeah, well, first, sir, I totally agree with everything you said. Mara, at the end end of the day, I really appreciate the feedback. If there are any of our sites where there's been a delay in opening, or whether there's been a lack of clarity about people going to lunch and what that means for testing, it's really helpful to let us know. I mean, at my sites, at my T2 sites, we operate them through health and hospitals.